Hi friends, strangers, internet. My name's EmilyHanhan. I love colorful makeup and colorful language, and my refrigerator just started being extra loud. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome. I am your neighborhood friendly, not so friendly, awkward, your neighborhood awkward black sheep, here with a little message for you today. You don't owe anyone holidays. Yeah, you don't. If you're into colorful makeup, bitches with lots of opinions, cute fat babes in general, or just random ranty get ready with me's, I hope you'll subscribe. Let's talk a little more where this comes from. When I am filming this, it is a week before Thanksgiving, and we are, heading right into holiday season. I guess some people might think we're already in that. That's fine. And I just had it in my heart to talk about this. So I started out this video, taking on the black sheep title. And that is the reality. I don't, in particular, my blood family is not my family. I know that's extreme. That might sound extreme. I have family. I have people that I love and care for. They just don't happen to be my blood family. And fuck yeah. This is a main component of where this comes from. Your family is who you say they are. Your family is who matters the most to you. And just because you are blood related to somebody does not mean that they are owed higher ranking on that list. I'm also somebody that has a bit of experience living this black sheep life. And it just makes me very, very sad the amount of people that I see that, continue to spend time with people that anything from just don't respect that person to straight up kind of abusing, emotionally manipulating, or otherwise fucking with that person. I was going to say we all, maybe not everyone, but I feel like probably the people that find my channel have all dealt with those kinds of relationships. I am not hoping that for you. I'm just kind of making a educated assumption. Let's call it that. And this time of year, and any time of year, you are not owed, people are not owed your attendance. So just because it's Christmas or Hanukkah or Thanksgiving or a birthday or New Year's, you don't owe anyone your attendance. You especially don't owe them that if they don't actively bring anything to your life. The decision that I made in my life was not an easy one, but it's also not one that everyone can make. But if you know that you have family members, either immediate or extended, that mistreat you, disrespect you, just any mix of unpleasant behavior, you don't owe them the holidays. So whether or not you are religious or spiritual or agnostic or atheist or Satanist or whatever, you don't owe anyone anything this time of year. This was not the plan. You do not owe them your attendance. And what I was getting to although I got distracted by blush errors. I made a decision with my family, and I do have a tendency to recommend that decision to lots of people, and over the years I've started to understand how that's not a very helpful decision for everyone, and my decision is my own to make, and it's no one else's to adapt. But if you have a strained relationship with people in your family, and you are in particular dreading the holidays, don't go. Don't go. Because here's the thing. For me, the holiday time, if I am celebrating it, it's a time to celebrate love and joy and appreciating relationships, and a lot of times that means that blood family is not involved. But the other reason why I just say don't go is the holidays, because now for a lot of people the holidays are a joyful time, and for some people the holidays are some of the only happy times that they have memories of, like from childhood. And that's fucking amazing. And I don't want to take away anyone's happy memories or happy experiences as an adult. But I think that for a lot of people, the holidays are incredibly stressful times because of the expectations of, gifts and celebration and food. And I know that a lot of times the stress of spending money you don't have, of gifting to people that aren't really in your budget, of having more guests over than you can afford, of basically the way that capitalism makes the holidays a high spending time. And if you can't or aren't don't want to kind of participate in that, you are greatly looked down upon or shamed or all of these things. All of these are factors for why these holidays can be a not great time for many people, and why they can be very high stress times, and why times that should feel joyous and celebratory, and should is in big air quotes, because you can find and make joy any time of the year. And that's kind of part of my point, is that even if you don't have such a strained relationship as my situation is, and many people's, even if that's not where you're at, you might still not be super excited about spending the holidays with family. And that is exactly why I think this is the perfect time to say, I can't make it home for that holiday celebration, but can we plan something in February? Can I see you in March? If you are from a family that tends to get overwhelmed and kind of, I would say, overloaded by the stress of the holidays, I just feel like make it a different time. Celebrate at a different time. If you feel like, this is not the time of year where you have the money to gift to everyone, find a different time for a gift exchange. And it can be a conversation. It can be a whole thing where you're just like, okay, let's plan for something else. Maybe spring is a happier and better time for everyone. Okay, can we do a group, trip then? Or can we plan on seeing each other then? Because I do personally think that the holidays bring a lot of unnecessary stress. And while I am also over here saying you don't owe anyone shit, so like if you don't want to go home, if you don't feel respected or loved in your home, if your parents do things that compromise your safety, your identity, your well-being, if your siblings do that, if your cousins or, aunt or uncles do that, don't go. But also, if you're, maybe a little bit more patient than someone like myself, and you know that you know that there is respect there sometimes, that there is love there sometimes, maybe this is the year to say, y'all, December is not the month for me. Can we do March? Can we do June? And start new traditions. One of the things that always blows my mind is that holidays are literally just group chosen upon traditions. Some group of people, or even one person, made the decision that this was the tradition, and other people followed suit. That's cool. Okay, I'm going to do that myself. To me, that's what Friendsgivings have started to feel like. Friends that gather together and enjoy Thanksgiving together, potluck, we don't that was a very big part of life in New York. It's practically every Thanksgiving was spent with friends. First of all, if you're traveling home for the winter holidays, traveling home for Thanksgiving as well is fucking expensive. But also, maybe you just didn't want to travel both times. Maybe you didn't need that much exposure to your family. Also very relatable. I just feel incredibly strongly about chosen family and the fact that so many blood family doesn't respect people's identities. Love is incredibly conditional. All of these things that just make existing painful. Why am I going to reward that? Because for me, that's kind of what I'm doing. Because I'm a petty, spiteful person. So I'm not going to reward you for bad behavior. And there is something about going home for the holidays that feels like rewarding that. And that's also about keeping up appearances. This is going a little further than what I thought I would talk about, but that's keeping up appearances. Family, if you have family that, is on your shit list for reasons that I have mentioned or other reasons, quite often, that kind of family is all about keeping up appearances.
The bouquet residence, lady of the house speaking.
That family is all about keeping up appearances. So yes, they want every child of theirs home for everyone to see. Even if they want to shit talk that child while they're there, they still want them there. So you know what? Don't be there. Don't. Even if you're just not in the mood, even if you're just I just don't feel like being trapped around my blood family for 3 days in a row, 5 days in a row, 7 days in a row, 2 weeks in a row, don't go. Truly, if you not going home for the holidays is the straw that breaks the camel's back and creates some kind of drama, I mean, that would be a sign for me. And look, I probably already said this. No one has to listen to me. But whether you don't want to go because you know that this time of the year is stressful, so you want to maybe try to reschedule, find new ways to build family traditions in times that are, specifically less stressful, even if we're always stressed. Whether that's your situation or whether you don't get treated with the respect that you deserve by your blood family, you don't owe them your time. You don't owe them your gifts. You don't owe them your energy. And you don't owe some love to people that you don't feel love for, or they don't show love to you. It's not an easy decision. I don't say this lightly. I know I'm your neighborhood black sheep. Just don't go home for the holidays. But I know it's complex. I know it's complicated. But I also know that this was a necessary part of healing for me and for a lot of people. And for some people, they can heal and still, have this holiday or regular access to their family. That's fucking amazing. I have a family, though. I have so many people in my life that I love, and I bet you do too. And whether they're blood or not, if they are pieces of shit, if they mistreat you, disrespect you, emotionally manipulate you, abuse you, you don't owe them anything. So the same is true if you have, chosen family that you are dreading seeing around the holidays. You don't owe them that either. Your family is who you say they are. And your family loves you and supports you, cheers you on, lifts you up when you need it. So if the people that are trying to get you to come visit them during the holidays are not those people, don't give them your time or energy. You're worth more. This is a look, I guess. Ended up doing more blush and more eyeshadow than I planned on, but what's new? Anyway, just know that this is not an easy time of the year, I think, for a lot of people. And if you need support, if you need backup, if you need reassurance that decisions you are making are good for you, thus you should make them, I'm here to give you that reassurance and that backup. And maybe it doesn't feel like it's good. Maybe it feels like putting up boundaries or things that you've not done before, but that's okay too. And also, if you have an amazing blood family and you have no concerns about this and yet you still watch this, thank you. Because I wish no one ill will for who their family is or anything like that, in case that needed to be said. But yeah, just take care of yourself. Take care of yourself better today than you did yesterday, because you're worth it. And hopefully I will see you again real soon. Bye, friends.